JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, person of interest held in connection with Salt Spring triple murder. A person of interest in the November 6 triple murder in Salt Spring, St. James, which tragically included 2 schoolboys among the victims, has been apprehended by the police. In a display of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, JCF's steadfast diligence and commitment, alongside its law enforcement partners, a breakthrough was made in the pursuit of justice, the JDF said in a statement on Saturday. According to the police, on Friday between 3:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m., a coordinated, intelligence-led operation was effectively carried out in Barrytown, St. James, culminating in the apprehension of the person of interest. This detailed operation, a joint effort between the JCF and the Jamaica Defence Force, targeted a guest house in Barrytown, St. James. The joint security forces swiftly entered the premises, conducting a comprehensive search. The person of interest was found and detained without any issues. He is currently in custody, contributing to ongoing investigations, the police said. The police also revealed that during the operation, a maintenance worker at the guest house was also detained, pending further investigation. Following the shooting, the police identified the victims as 7-year-old Justin Perry and 9-year-old Noculva Smith, both students, and Tevin Ale, otherwise called Bansel, 26, all 3 were from Salt Spring. The 3 were shot dead when a gunman opened fire on a taxi they were in. Police believe Hale was the intended target of the gunman. No major crime in St. James since declaration of SOE. Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 1, Clifford Chambers, says there has been no major crime in St. James since a state of emergency, SOE, was declared for the parish on November 8. The state of emergency was imposed amid an increase in gang violence in sections of the parish, including the November 6 shooting death of 2 primary school boys and a man while they were traveling in a taxi. Speaking at the end of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces 156th anniversary commemorative service held at the Falmouth Seventh-day Adventist Church on Saturday, Chambers said the SOE has given the police an opportunity to reduce the crime rate.
The state of emergency, like others that we have had, has given us very, very, very good results. In the past, we have had state of emergencies, and we have had major crimes, though reduced, but we have had major crimes being committed. What we have had here now is that since this last major, since this emergency, state of public emergency, the parish in which it was declared has not had one major crime. No murder, shooting, robbery, rape, aggravated assault. No major crime has been committed since the inception of this last state of public emergency.
That was when?
Last week, Tuesday. So we are now going over 9 days. And it is a combination of factors. And so the effort, the multiplier effect of the military and ourselves, the targeted operations, the arrest, the recoveries, and the latitude that legislation provides us and the regulation is giving us some good results. We're not saying it is the end of it, because we know the criminals are out there and they are, based on our intelligence and information, tend to watch and observe and then adapt. But we will do what is necessary to maintain and contain crime levels as it is now, which all major crimes in Area 1 is far less than where they were last year. And so we're hoping to keep it that way to the end of the year and beyond.
Court orders forfeiture of $4 million found at businessman's home, cash totaling $4,007,800, which was found at the home of a controversial real estate developer, has been ordered forfeited to the government under Jamaica's Proceeds of Crime law. The cash was found in a suitcase at the St. Catherine home of businessman Orpheus Dennett during a surprise police operation on November 1, 2019, according to court documents relating to his forfeiture hearing, which ended in September this year. Parish Court Judge Alisa McIntosh granted the forfeiture order in the St. Catherine Parish Court on September 29, ruling that she found, on a balance of probability, that the cash was obtained from unlawful conduct or was to be used for unlawful conduct. Attorneys representing the developer have already filed a legal challenge asking the Court of Appeal to overturn McIntosh's ruling. Senate reportedly claimed in court that the cops had sought his assistance in an unrelated case involving other police personnel, and that the $4 million was for a sting operation which he backed away from at the 11th hour. Among the court documents obtained was an affidavit filed by the lead police investigator in support of an application by the Asset Recovery Agency, ARA, for over $4 million to be forfeited to the government through the Proceeds of Crime Act. The ARA is an arm of the Financial Investigations Division, the state agency mandated to enforce the Proceeds of Crime law. According to the investigator's statement, a notebook with the name Peter Sean Hibbert, taken to be Petri Sean Hibbert, and the sum of $4 million beside it, and the name Yannick Harrison, with a sum of $5 million beside it, was also seized at the developer's home. Hibbert and Harrison both reside at the New Harbor Village home, it said. 17 days before the search of Stennett's home, Hibbert was intercepted by cops from the Narcotics Division transporting several packages of cocaine in a motor vehicle owned by Harrison, the investigator disclosed. Hibbert was convicted on February 5, 2021 for possession of cocaine and trafficking cocaine and sentenced to 12 months in prison and fines of $100,000 for each offense, the Narcotics Police confirmed on Friday. The court documents contained no assertion that Harrison was ever charged with any crime. The lead detective, who is a police sergeant, revealed too that his investigation showed that Harrison and Stennett both reside at another home in Kingston 10 and that she is intricately tied to the defendant's business. As an example, he said Harrison is listed as the secretary for the businessman's company and that they were co-owners of a 2016 Mercedes-Benz motor car. The police sergeant claimed that the facts reveal a nexus among Stennett, Hibbert and Harrison, citing their living arrangements and purported cash dealings in excess of $1 million Jamaican dollars. Further, he charged that Hibbert and Harrison were connected in acts involving the trafficking of cocaine days before the seizure of $4,007,800 in a suitcase that was partially under a bed. In the circumstances, it is believed that the cash seized on the defendant, Orpheus Stennett, was obtained through unlawful conduct or was intended to be used in unlawful conduct, said the police investigator in his statement. But the businessman challenged the application, claiming through his attorneys that cops wanted him to give evidence in an unrelated case of alleged police corruption. The $4 million, he reportedly explained, was to be used as part of a sting operation by the police in that case. But the businessman claimed he backed out at the last minute, and that's when cops told him the money would be seized and he would have to attend court to explain how he obtained the cash. However, McIntosh, the presiding judge, rejected Stennett's claim, ruling that his account of how the cash was found inside his home was not credible. She noted too that Stennett presented no good reason to explain why the sums of $4 million and $5 million were beside Hibbert's and Harrison's names respectively in the notebook seized by the police. Couple detained after ex-boyfriend is killed in St. Anne. A man was stabbed to death and his ex-girlfriend and her spouse taken into custody following an incident along the Costa Drive in Ocho St. Anne Sunday morning. The dead man has been identified as 31-year-old Romain Chin, a handyman from Main Street in Pineapple, Ocho Rios. The 27-year-old ex-girlfriend and her spouse are both from Port Maria, St. Mary. She reportedly ended the relationship after she accused Chin of sexually assaulting her daughter. Chin was arrested in connection with this allegation. It was reported that shortly after 1 a.m., the couple was along the Costa Drive when Chin visited the location. An argument developed between him and his ex-girlfriend, the police said. The new spouse, it was understood, allegedly intervened, and a knife was used to stab Chin several times. He was taken by a passing motorist to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition. Chin succumbed to his injuries around 6:35 a.m. while undergoing treatment. Following this, the couple was picked up in Port Maria and taken into custody. 10 killed in motor vehicle crashes during week ended November 17. 10 people perished in motor vehicle crashes during the week ended Friday, November 17, according to the Island Traffic Authority under the Ministry of Transport's Road Safety Unit, RSU. Among those killed during the week under review are the 5 who were traveling in the ill-fated Toyota Noah taxi about 3:30 p.m. on Monday, November 13, along the Bluefields Main Road in Westmoreland. According to the RSU, the public passenger vehicle collided with a Shackman motor truck exited the roadway onto the right embankment where it had a frontal collision with a huge tree. Several persons suffered injuries, and 5 were pronounced dead at the Salvamore Hospital. Those killed were 4 females, whose ages were 65, 54, 39, and 15, and a male whose age is unknown. Those killed in separate accidents during the past week include 2 private motorcar drivers, 1 private motorcar passenger, the driver of a commercial motor truck, and a pedal cyclist. Meanwhile, a total of 360 people were killed in 328 fatal crashes as of November 17, according to the latest statistics released by the RSU on Friday. This represents a 10% decrease in fatal crashes and a 14% decrease in fatalities when compared to the similar period in 2022. To date, males and females account for 87% and 13% respectively of the road fatalities as of November 17. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.